As you probably already know, Minecraft just dropped their tiny takeover update where they overhauled pretty much every single baby mob in the game. All that jazz. So is it actually that bad? That's what we're going to try to figure out today by ranking every single baby mob. Pretty self-explanatory. We're just going to jump right on in, starting off with the Armadillo. I'm going to be honest, this one's pretty decent, right? Looking at it, it looks like a baby armadillo. Not really much change, just more proportionally accurate, I guess. I think it looks a little nicer, maybe a little cuter. We're going to put the armadillo. Low-key, we're going to put him into A tier. A for armadillo, I guess. Next up, though, we have the baby cow. And I know it's called a calf or whatever it is. But I really do not care. I'm calling it a baby cow for this video. And I don't know. It kind of looks dumb. Like, do baby cows even have horns? Or am I tweaking? No, not really. Looking it up, they like have like little horn buds, you know, tiny, like a tiny little like bud where the horns are supposed to be, but they don't have horns. I don't know. It just kind of looks goofy with the horns. Maybe like a tiny little like speck for where the horns are gonna go. I don't know. We're gonna put him into C tier. We're gonna put the cows into C tier. I think low key if they just fixed the horns, it would look a lot better. Next up, though, we have the baby goats. I gotta say, they're pretty goated, all right? Pun obviously intended. They look like a baby goat. And now we gotta look up if baby goats have horns. Okay, yeah, no, baby goats. Okay, like baby goats don't have horns, but like a little bit grown up, they do. So it's kind of like 50-50. But on the baby goat, it works out well. Low-key, we're gonna put the baby goat into A tier. And now we have the baby panda. I'm gonna be honest, it looks pretty much the exact same as the old one. Maybe a little bit cuter. I don't really know. We're going to put it into C tier, not because it's like a bad design. It's just like, does anyone really care? Is it necessary, you know? Which, well, I mean, I guess you could say the same about the other two. So yeah, you know, we're going to put the panda into B tier because if it's not really a noticeable change, then it's either not a good change. Like the thing is, if it's not really a noticeable change, then like, did a change even need to happen? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're going to put it into B tier. It's not really bad, but it doesn't really look different. And we're going to move on to the baby striders. I can't lie. I like these little guys. Now, I don't know why they're sad. Why are these little baby striders sad, all right? Just put a smile on their face, right? They're babies. They should be happy, you know what I'm saying? They should not know any evil that has happened in the world, but they're sad. Why are they sad, Mojang? I don't know. Makes me kind of sad. But I don't know. We're going to put them into S tier. Hopefully that can make them a little happier because I like the designs. The little hairs on the top of his head is kind of cool, or her head, or its head. I don't know. It's kind of cool. We're going to put it into S tier, and we're going to move on to the baby axolotls. Now, I used to like prefer the old one because I was dumb. Well, not because I was dumb. I used to prefer the old one, and then like I disliked this one because I thought that's not actually what baby axolotls looked like. But after doing a little bit of research, which means a Google search, yeah, it's pretty much looks like a baby axolotl. I like it. They're teeny tiny guys. I think we're going to put them also into A tier. A for axolotl. I think that's a good spot. We're going to move on, though, to dolphins, baby dolphins. I honestly don't really know of this one. I don't know, that one tiny little dot on the eye, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just mid, I guess. It's not good, it's not bad, it's a baby dolphin, you know? What do you expect? Well, no, it looks decent enough. Because the baby dolphins did look like mini dolphins, but this one also just looks like a mini dolphin, you know, which is probably what baby dolphins look like. You get the point. I don't know. I think they would have been a little cuter if they moved that one black pixel like forward and then put a white pixel behind it, or the other way. No, like that way. I think that might have looked a little bit better. Other than that, not really bad. We're just going to keep it into C tier because it's just like, you know, who really cares about the baby dolphins at the end of the day. Next up, though, we have the baby horse, and I don't think it's bad. It's not amazing. It's not perfect. I don't think it's bad. I think it's decent enough as a horse. Its head is kind of wide. I guess that's my only complaint, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, one of the main reasons I'm pretty sure Mojang gave for updating the baby mobs, you know, because, like, the big heads they thought looked ridiculous. Just, you know, for some mobs, which we'll get to later, but it's not really the horse, kind of a horse. To still have, like, big heads, you know? Because, like, its head is, like, almost as wide as its body. It's, like, I don't know, it's really wide. But that could just be what a horse looks like. We're gonna put it into B tier, though. I don't think it's bad, but it's B tier, right? We're gonna move on, though, to the piggies, the little piglets, and I love these little dudes. All right, they're goated. They are so goated. I can't even lie. Look at the little piggies. All right, like I shouldn't be so hyped for little piggies in Minecraft, but it's a little piggy, right? This looks awesome. I like this redesign. It looks really good. Little balls of piggy, I guess. I don't know. You get the point. It's going into S tier. And And we're going to move on to baby bees, I guess. I kind of like these because they're like really small. So if you feed them like the golden dandelion, you feed them that, and then you know, you can just have a bunch of those in like whatever you want, and they'll look like actual bees, you know, because they're tiny now. I kind of like that. I don't even think bees have like babies though, you know, because they have like the eggs and then the eggs hatch into the bees, whatever. I don't know. It's not really accurate to real life, but then again, it's a block game, so who cares? We're going to put bees into A tier. I kind of like them. And we're going to move on to the donkeys. Let's be real, it's just the same thing with the horse. Actually, I think it's a little bit better than the horse, because like, no, it's equal to the horse. I think it's equal to the horse. We're going to put it into B tier. We're going to move on to the llama. And this looks terrible, all right? This is really bad, dude. It just, something about it, dude. Just, I mean, you could probably tell just by looking at it, right? Something is wrong with this guy. It's not good. We're going to put it into E tier. I don't think it's F tier material, but it's definitely not D tier. So we're going to keep it into E tier because it's just bad, right? It's just pretty bad, dude. We're going to move on though to polar bears. And I'm going to be honest, I was thinking the same tier as the panda bear, but we're going to put them into A tier because I don't know, they look kind of cuter, I guess you could say, than the panda. And I think it looks good. To be honest, I can't really tell a difference with this one, but I do think it's cuter than the panda bear. So we're going to put it into A tier. And now we have the turtle, all right? The little baby turtle. These things are awesome. They're little tiny guys, all right? Little tiny guys. Put a bunch of them in the aquarium. Feed them the golden dandelion. Golden dandelion. That's perfect, right? That's awesome. I might actually do this in my survival world, right? It's I mean, as useful as a retexture goes, right? I like it. I think it's S tier, right? I think it belongs in S tier. So we're going to put it there. Now we have the baby camel, and I really like how they don't include the hump on him, you know, or her, whatever, the camel. I think it makes it look a lot better. Well, not a lot better. I think it makes it look really good. I don't know. I really like the design for some reason. It's just the camel, but babyfied, you know. I think it's good. We're going to put it into A tier, and we're going to move on to the baby fox. And this one, I don't know, dude. This one's kind of mid. I think what I'm realizing is that some of them, like the one pixel eye, doesn't really work for some of them. You know what I'm saying? Like the baby fox doesn't really work. You know, the dolphin, the cow it does, but the dolphin doesn't really work, you know? But some of them it does, like the pig, the turtle, stuff like that, right? It's just a weird balance they have to find. I don't think it works here. It's not terrible. It's not good. We're going to put it into C tier. And we're going to move on to the baby Mooshroom. Now, I don't really like this one, but I don't like it extra because it has no mushrooms on the back, right? Like this is just a very, very basic, like, you could say the Mooshroom is a reskin of the cow, but at least it has like mushrooms on the back. This is just a straight up reskin, right? Like they could have had like tiny little mushrooms or like, I don't know exactly how they would have done it. You know, maybe like a little like spores or something on its back. Maybe like little patches of mycelium that would grow into the mushroom. I don't know. Just something. It just looks kind of boring, I guess. We're going to put it into D tier. And move on to the bunnies or rabbits. I forgot what they're called. They're pretty cool. I like how they kind of resemble the old rabbits, you know, because the new rabbits I like, the new texture, but the old ones I also kind of like too. So I'm glad the baby is like kind of like the old one. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's B tier. I think it looks good, looks kind of cute. B tier is where it's going to go. Now we have the dog, all right, a little baby wolf, a puppy. This is pretty peak, all right? It's a little guy, right? Just a little guy. He's pretty cute. I think call me crazy, I think it's a little bit better than the old one, right? Nostalgia, bias aside, it's better than the old one. Low key, I think it might be S tier, which is crazy, but I think it might be better. I think it might go in S tier because it's a little puppy, you know? We're going to put him into S tier. And now this is when we start falling off, right? Because we have the baby drowned. I don't know what they did to mess up the baby zombies and, you know, certain someone at the end of the video. This just looks terrible. Now, the one thing I will say is that the baby drowned looks better than the husk and a normal zombie. I don't know why. It's just, I think maybe the face going inwards, you know? I think that makes it look a little bit better. So we're going to put the drowned into E tier. Also, I guess fun fact, baby drowns are technically called gurgles. So do with that information what you want to, I guess. Now we have the baby husk. This one just looks terrible, dude. I mean, I'll get to why with the baby zombie, but I think it looks pretty terrible. Now we have the baby skeleton horse. This one, just going with the other horses. It's, you know, it's a baby skeleton horse. It looks like a baby skeleton horse. it's going into B tier with the other horses. Now we have the baby zombie. I don't know what they did to mess this up. Just kidding. Yes, I do. On all like the other baby zombies, there's like a green pixel in between the eyes and like the edge of the face, right? This one, the eyes just go to the edge of the face. It doesn't like, it doesn't do that on the adults, and like for most other baby mobs, it doesn't really do that, right? I think that's why it looks bad. Literally, I think all they have to do is maybe just like size the head up one and adding that extra pixel. All they have to do is size the head up by like one extra pixel and then add, you know, that obviously add the extra green pixel. And that's it. That's how you fix the baby zombie. And I'm gonna be honest, what they had before was so much better, right? Because they changed the baby zombie, right? Because they changed the baby zombie to, I couldn't find a picture online, but they had like a different version that looked really good, but people complained about it, and now we have this, and this looks 10 times worse. This is terrible. This is like, they could have just left it how it was. Like, this is terrible, dude. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it is just a reskin for a simple block game, I guess, but like, why would you ruin something that was already pretty good, right? Like, it was good, and then they made it, like, worse, but it was still pretty good, and now it's just terrible. Like, why would they need to do that?
I was meant to be beautiful.
And the same thing goes for the baby villager. Baby zombie villager. We're going to put him into F tier. I'm saving the baby villager for last. You know, stick around for then, and I'll give you my thoughts. Dude, we got to move on to something that's actually good looking, which is the kittens. Now, I don't think the kittens look as good as the dogs. I don't know. I literally do not know why. I think they're slightly worse than the dogs, which means they're going into A tier. I don't think they're bad. They're just not as good, right? So we're gonna put the cats into A tier, and now we have the mule, which, you know, you guessed it, going with the other horses, right? Pretty self-explanatory. Now we have the baby sheep. This one just looks simple, right? Like, I mean, it is just a baby sheep, but this one just looks so boring, dude. I don't know why. Like, this is like one of the most boring looking, like, it's just boring, right? Which, I mean, it's a sheep. It's not really supposed to be, you know, all crazy and stuff, but like, you could have done something else, I get. I don't know. But there's just something about it that makes it look boring. Low-key, I'm going to put it into D tier. Like, you're telling me a multi-billion-dollar game, right? I'm pretty sure the biggest game of all time couldn't make a better texture for a baby sheep. I don't know. What are we doing? We're going to put into D tier. We're going to move on, though, to an actually good design. That being the chicken, all right? The baby chicken, the chicks. They're pretty cool, all right? I like them. Some people, I don't even think anyone's complaining about this, right? Like, there's a reason it's kind of, you know, been everywhere. It's like the poster child, I guess, of this update. And for good reason, too, because it looks pretty good. And now I finally have something to play pool with in Minecraft. You know, you get yourself a little spear, get like 8 or 9 of these on a little like setup, and then you can just hit them with the spear, and now you have pool. You know what I'm saying? I like them. I think they're pretty cool. I might actually build a chicken coop just to have these guys, which, you know, pretty much S tier, right? For this tier list is like the baby mobs I'm actually going to interact with because they're now changed. And then A tier is just, I'm like glad they're changed, you know, I guess. What I'm not glad to see changed though is the baby Sniffer. Why is the leaves on his back a different color? Why are they like a different color of green? What purpose is that? It just looks dumb. Like, there's no like in-game reason for why the baby Sniffer is lighter green than the parent Sniffer. Like, what? It makes no sense. Literally, low-key, I'm putting it into D tier, right? No, I'm putting it into D tier, because like all we had to do was have the green be the same color and it would look good. Like, that's it. It's that simple. We're gonna put it into D tier, and now we have the glow squid. I think it looks pretty cool. It's like, I don't know, it's just like it's a baby glow squid, right? My only problem with it is that we can't get them in vanilla Minecraft. Not vanilla, survival, right? If you want a baby glow squid or a normal squid, you can't get them. Like, you literally cannot get them without like commands and stuff. So like, what's the point of updating it if you can't actually see it in survival, which is like the main game mode? Doesn't really make much sense. I think it looks good, but because we can't actually get it in game survival mode, we're gonna put it into B tier. Now we have the Ocelot. It's just like, it's the same as a cat, I guess. I don't want to put it into S tier, not S tier. I don't want to put it into A tier. Just something about it, right? Something about it. We're gonna put it into B tier, which isn't really fair, I guess. Well, no, it is, because we have the cow in C tier and the Mooshroom in D tier. So we can have this one a little lower. We're going to put it into B tier. And now we have the squid. Pretty much my same issue with the glow squid is that we can't get them in survival. But I like the googly eyes. The googly eyes really kind of push it above. We're going to put him into A tier. I really do like the googly eyes. Now we have the baby Hoglin. These guys are kind of cute. I low-key like them. I don't know why, but they're definitely a lot better than before. Because before, their head was like ginormous. All right? It was insane how big their head was. But now it's, you know, it's like a baby head. So we're going to put him into C tier. But, well, no, that's not fair. We're going to put him into... Well, I got to think about it now, right? Because it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good. No, it's definitely a lot better than before. We're going to put it... We're going to put it into A tier. I don't like the stripes on the side. I don't know. They, like, stick out too much, right? Because, like, if the stripes were, like, barely visible on the adults, then, yeah, it kind of makes sense. But, like, why are they on the babies, you know? I don't know. It looks cool, but it also looks a little weird. I think I just got to get used to it. We're going to put it into B tier. Now we have the baby piglins. And low-key, I like them, right? They remind me of the Minecraft movie, which is, I guess, what it's inspired based off. Or, I don't know. I guess they're made to resemble the Minecraft movie. And also Dungeons and Legends, too, I think. I really like it. It looks pretty neat. Low-key, I think we're going to put it into A tier, right? Because I really do like it. They actually look like baby hoglins now, right? So we're going to put them into A tier. We're going to move on to the baby Zoglin. Low-key, just kind of like a worst version. Low-key, I'm just going to put him into C tier because, I don't know, it's just something about it, right? Well, no, we're going to put it into B tier. I think it's on par with the other one. So we're going to put it into B tier. And now we have the baby zombie horse. And this one, someone's going in the exact same tier as the other horses. It's pretty much the exact same. Now we have the baby zombie piglin. And I don't know, I'm going to put this one into C tier because low-key, the sword is just crazy, right? Like, why the sword is as big as him, which I guess makes sense, but like, he's just, like, if he used like both hands or something, it would kind of make sense, but like, it just looks kind of goofy with the giant sword in his hand that's as big as him, right? Looks kind of goofy. I think not even make a small sword, just, you know, make him have to hold it with like both hands or something, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know if they can do that in game, but like, it just looks goofy. You can obviously see that. We're going to put him into C tier and we're going to move on to the absolute worst mob update, I guess, in this update. The baby villager. This looks so terrible, dude. Why? Like, I get the whole, one of the main points for updating these mobs was because the big heads look goofy. So why does he have such a big head? And why is his nose cut off? It makes no sense. It literally makes absolutely zero sense. Why does it look like this? Why does it? I think the head is larger now, dude. Like, it makes no sense. This looks so terrible. Like, there should be an extra tier in between E and F. That's how bad these bottom few are. But as you can see, the update itself wasn't actually that bad. And also, I don't think the reason people are complaining is because of the texture updates, but that's not what this video is about. So, I mean, yeah, as you can see, this is our complete tier list. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts on this update are. And yeah, that's going to be today's video. So hopefully I can see you in the next one. But in case I don't, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.